Each and every mudra has its own meaning, its own advantage, its own relevance, its own meaning. So we'll be understanding about the different names of different mudras and the meaning of different mudras also. So what is the meaning of Abhay Mudra? It simply means the most important meaning is fearlessness. So Abhay Mudra means fearlessness. That is the important thing. And there is a story that the Buddha himself, when a mad elephant was actually attacking this, Gautama Buddha actually showed this Abhay Mudra and the elephant was actually calmed down. This is a story. This is a religious, mythical story. So there is no relevance to your logic, but I'm just telling you, there is a story that Abhay Mudra, when it was shown to the elephant actually stopped there. So that is actually Abhay Mudra. It shows fearlessness in you. That is very important concept. If you are well versed in Sanskrit, if you read the Hindu mythology textbooks, you will feel that this particular concept of fearlessness is very important. It gives so much emphasis, importance to what is known as the fearlessness. So that is one point, fearlessness. It is used by Buddha. That is called the Abhay Mudra. The next thing is Dhyana Mudra. So automatically you can understand this is actually Mudra. This is actually a sign of meditation. This is actually a sign of meditation. So when you go for meditation, the Buddha simply places one palm above the other and simply just half close your eyes and meditate. So one palm above the other, that is actually called the Dhyana Mudra. That is the second way. This is very easy to understand. Dhyana means, balance of thought should be there, the meditation. That is a simple thing. So when you hear the word Dhyan, automatically meditation. The third one is Dharmachakra Pravartana Mudra or Dharmachakra Mudra. This word is sometimes used Pravartana, but not necessarily. So Dharmachakra Pravartana Mudra or Dharmachakra Mudra, and you can see that Buddha is actually circling something. So what do you mean by circling? That is, when Buddha got his enlightenment, now it took almost 12 years. So after 12 years, Buddha was actually roaming around here and there. He actually, one time he wanted to have that enlightenment. He just started, starving. He didn't have food. He started simply meditating. After 3-4 days, something like that, he went, he tired, he just dozed off. And somebody came, they gave medicines and told Buddha that you don't have to meditate like that. You can have your food, you can have your normal life. Then you do a meditation. Normally, you will get your thoughts. So that is how after 12 years, Buddha got enlightenment. So after Buddha getting enlightenment, what he did was that he went to Sarnath. And in Sarnath, when he went, it was in Sarnath, he gave his first speech. So in Sarnath, after getting enlightenment, just imagine like that, he got all the knowledge and he is walking from that particular place below the Bodhgaya tree, and he went to Sarnath. There is a deer park now there. There is a temple also. He sat there and he started, talking to people. So people started coming, and some of them actually became his students and disciples. And he started giving the first speech. And that first speech in Sarnath is actually symbolizing the word is called the Dharmachakra Mudra. And what he is saying is that it is the wheel. It's actually rotating something. It is actually, that is the summary of his thought. That is, everything is actually coming back to its own place. So if we start from here, we go, and finally we will eventually reach that particular point itself. So that is the importance of wheel. So whenever you read anything about Buddhism, whenever you go to any place which is important of Buddhism, you will find that wheel is there. Something wheel, something is always depicted in Buddhism. That is the ring. And even if you go to temples, in Hindu temples also, when you go, then you just go for circumambulation, right? And around the deity, you walk around the deity in circular path. So that moving in the circle is actually very much important, even in the ancient Buddhism, even in Hinduism, etc. So that circle, that wheel, it is actually extremely important. And that Dharmachakra Mudra also mentioned the very same thing, rotating the wheel. Dharmachakra is actually moving. Pravartana means that chakra, the wheel is rotating. So that is the point. It is related to Sarnath, first sermon. It's called first sermon of Sarnath. SCRMON, first sermon or first speech that happened in Sarnath. The next speech, the next mudra is actually Bhumisparsa Mudra. So as you can see, the Bhumisparsa Mudra, it is actually Buddha is calling the Mother Earth to evidence his enlightenment. So when he was in the Bodhgaya, he got his enlightenment and nobody believed him. And at that time, initially, he just touched the earth and he said that, okay, now Bhumi Devi all here. Now you are the witness to my enlightenment. So that is the thing which he is actually saying. Bhumisparsa Mudra, that is, he is touching the earth so that the earth is actually the ultimate witness to his enlightenment. And then 3 more mudras like that after Bhumisparsa Mudra. Varada Mudra. This is actually extremely important topics when it comes to art and culture. They can ask you questions from this also. Varada Mudra, Bhumisparsa Mudra, they touched him like this. Varada Mudra is touching like this. Only very small difference. So it is not possible for you to remember the images like that. Try to remember the image, but try to understand the concept. So what is Varada Mudra? It is actually hospitality. That is, I am actually friendly to you. It makes it, it talks about hospitality, charity. It talks about the companionship, sincerity. That kind of things are actually mentioned by the, elaborated by what is called as the Varada Mudra also. And 2 more mudras. The next one is actually Anjali Mudra. It is simply like saying namaskar, right? So when you say namaste or namaskar, etc., or manaka, etc., you simply fold your hands. That is a normal thing. Anjali Mudra, that is eating or greeting people. Welcoming, or you can say prayer mode also. So all those things are called as the Anjali Mudra, saying namaskara or namaste. And the last one is Karana Mudra. So that Karana Mudra is actually, as you can see from the image, that is actually called the Karana Mudra. It is to ward off the evil. To ward off. So when something attacks you, some evil is actually coming. To protect yourself from that evil, you to use that Karana Mudra. So that Karana Mudra is to ward off. Karana means hand only. So that Karana Mudra is actually to ward off the evil, to ward off the negative energy or negative emotion, we can say, to eliminate the negative energy, to protect yourself. That is what the Karana Mudra means. I am sure that you will not remember exactly these 7 mudras. You will be confused. If I ask you suddenly what is actually Abhay Mudra, you will be confused. If I ask you suddenly what is actually Varada Mudra, you will be confused. It is very normal because you might be hearing some of this thing for the first time. If you are writing for the first time, most of you must have actually hearing it for the first time. So please don't worry about it. You have your slides, you have your notes. Once you read 2-3 times, you will automatically understand what it is. That is the procedure. This is a very long procedure. So please take it very slow.